Hey guys, Inferno here. This is my August video. I got my August eggnog, and how could I forget my August themed t-shirt. And today we're going to be talking about big numbers, and how fucking stupid they are. And no, I'm not talking about 200 trillion or even 7 septillion. Those are numbers that could conceivably measure something that could exist. No, today we're talking about big hoss.
And my son, Big Hoss.
We're talking about utter oblivion. That's right, today we're going to be talking about a field of math so useless and inane that not even schools teach it. Googology. We're going to be looking at this video, and whenever this video doesn't explain something, we're going to be looking at the Googology Wiki. Trust me, this is very funny. These fucking people and their big numbers, man. Seizure warning. Seizure warning. This video didn't provide one, but I will. Alright, let's get to where this gets interesting. Octillions, nonillions, those are still real numbers. I don't care about those. But yeah, basically, we're still in the part of the video where it actually shows numbers, like how long they would look, while still giving you a seizure, thankfully. Oh, great. Oh, great. Oh, great. We're fucking going into the video where they're just flashing colors at you. And the number to start it off, of course, is a fucking Google bong. A fucking Google bong. Google bong. I don't even need to write a joke for this. It writes itself like, oh, Google bong. What is that, a Google themed bong? Is that what they pass out at the stoner's office in the Google Olympics? Jokes write themselves. Maximus Billion. That just sounds like a cartoon character. Hello, I'm Maximus Billion. I am the richest man in all of Quindale. Ha 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 ha. I'm just gonna skip through a few of these until we get to something funny. Zeptillion. Oh, I've heard of that. I think I made that up one time as a kid. We're already very far past beyond the point where these numbers could be conceivably useful. Like, what's the most a number could be useful? Like, what's the largest number that could be conceivable? How about the number of atoms in the universe? Of atoms in the universe. Yeah, around like 10 to the 80 something atoms in the universe. In the known universe, anyway. Who knows? Maybe the universe is infinite. If it is, why can't I get a girlfriend? That's a good one. That's a good one. I gotta write that down. Alright, let's just continue watching this. I might get a seizure, but that's okay. This was made 3 years ago. People didn't give a shit about that 3 years ago in 2021. What the fuck? Mesilian. Mesilian. Oh, that one's me. Oh, hey, there's a real number. A Googleplex. I've heard of this guy. This guy's cool. It's like a Google complex. It's like if you took a Google and made it into... It's like taking a Google, which is like a two-dimensional number that could exist, into a four-dimensional number that, like, you know... They're even changing the fucking screen to be like a rotating bullshit cube. It's like a... whatever. At least the Googleplex, I recognize that. My brain sees that and it's like, oh yeah. Googleplex a chime. But yeah, now we know a Googleplex is larger than a Google bong. See, you learn stuff on my videos. Stealing content is great. Googleplexital. That sounds like a fucking Adderall drug. Megillion. Googleplex bong? Oh shit, I guess bongs. What is a bong? Let me look that up. Bong number. Let me see if the Googology Wiki can tell me anything about what it means when you include bong in the number. Okay, I looked up bong, and the first thing that comes up is bong mega. There's also bongangulus, bongigugulus, bongingungulus, or Bongo Bukawa. This is bullshit, dude. I'm not paid enough for this shit. A bong mega is equal to a pentagon. Oh, it's equal to a pentagon 15. Google sextuplex. By the way, I'm not one of those people that doesn't understand that sex means six. It's not that funny, guys. It's a little bit funny. Grangle. Hey, that sounds like some fucking joke character in a novel. Hello, I'm Grangle. Hello. Have you guys heard of Grangle Simpson? Giggle gong. Can you imagine being one of the people who actually fucking sits down and watches this whole thing? I couldn't. I'm skipping through most of this shit. Oh, I don't give a shit if there's 10 different numbers named Giegert. Fucking Giegert. Goggle, Gaggle, Hecta, and Caxis. At what point do you decide, you know what, we don't actually need a number for this? Who's counting using this? Who uses Hecta and Caxis in their fucking thesis statement? Gugondle. Boogle. Boogle. These are just fucking goofy. Boogelgaindingen. Yep, that's a concept that needed to exist. Oh, you haven't heard of Googlegaindingen? What are you, some kind of fucking prole? What are you, some kind of fucking peon? Little Graham. Aww, Little Graham. That's the best name I've seen in like at least 10 minutes. Graham's number. Now that's a number that I've heard of. What is it about? What is it for? Whenever I don't understand something and Wikipedia is way too obtuse to be useful, I ask ChatGPT. Graham's number is an incredibly large number that arises in the field of Ramsey theory. Ramsey? Like Ramsey, Illinois? Let me tell you what, that's where it's happening. Graham's number was originally used as an upper bound for a problem in Ramsey's theory. Okay, so looking at Ramsey's fucking theory, the lower bound was 13 and the upper bound is somewhere between 13 and Graham's number. Now, I don't know if you understand how large and fucked up this number is at this point. Let me tell you a little bit about Graham's number that I found out. So basically, it's just a number that is so large that they needed to invent a new notation for it. But basically, this number couldn't be conceived of using normal to the power of 10 to the power of 10 trillion. It couldn't be explained using those kinds of numbers. So they invented a new notation for it. That's how big this number is. And so in Ramsey's theory, they've whittled down the upper bound for their hypercube or whatever it is. The lower bound is 13, okay? So it's somewhere between 13 and the upper bound, which is anywhere between 13 and Graham's number. So basically, they don't know shit. That's their way of saying, we don't know shit, we fucked up, this is basically impossible to solve. It's anywhere between 13 and basically infinity. The lower bound of 13 is significant because it narrows the range within which the exact solution lies. Thanks. Now we know it's not 1 through 12. We really narrowed it down. Now we just have 13 through fucking unexplainable number. Now it's just somewhere between 13 and this literally inconceivable number. We really narrowed down the searching area. We got rid of 1 through 12. We're really getting somewhere with this theory, huh? If someone scientifically inclined could explain to me why this isn't absolutely hilarious and this is a real math problem that I should take seriously, then I'd love to hear it. Alright, moving on from Graham's number. We got Grata Gold. Why do I even bother? Let's just skip through just something notable. Big ol'. I swear we've seen this before, like a big ol' bagel. Didn't we already have these numbers earlier in the list, or like, am I tripping? Beagle. Beagle? It's a big ol' number. It's a big ol' number if you ask me. Oh. So you're telling me this huge number, all you have to do to get to it is just put a few tens in there? That doesn't seem like that big of a number. Grand gold gotta gong. It is the grandest gold goggler hang dong in this side of the South, this side of the Mississippi. This is the grandest grand go hunga dungalong in this side of the freaking river. You haven't had grand go hunga dungalong until you've had my grandma's grand go hunga dungalong. You haven't had it. That's what I tell you, sonny. I need more eggnog. Google! Fucking, I was just completely caught off guard by Google and Googleplex. Oh my gosh. Gutrol. Oh great, now we just got a black hole because, I guess giving us a seizure wasn't explanatory enough of what these mean. I'm just gonna show you a series of numbers that I found very funny with their names, and then we'll move on to like the end of the video where stuff actually gets funny. Gongulus! Yes! Gangulus! Yes! I love these numbers. Gongulus. Bongulus. In case you guys weren't aware, that's what Bongulus is. Yep. It's 10, 100, 0, 0, 1, 2, in some notation I can't understand. I'm just going to assume that I have to add these numbers together. So what? A Bongulus is like 113. That's a Bongulus. Now we're starting to get into things I can understand again. Thank gosh. The guys who invented these numbers are definitely autistic, because I would think of this shit. I would say like, oh, that's a big fucking number. Let's call it Bingulus. Hello, I'm Bingulus. Frugal Carda Tetrathoth. Dude, someone needs to shove this guy in a fucking locker. Woo! Yeah! Wait. 2x monster giant? Okay, so now we're just back to normal words. But it's called a 2x monster giant. Why is it called that? That sounds like a fucking card you'd pull out when you're playing like Bakugan. You don't play... That's not a card game. Fuck. Oh, here's my 2x monster giant. Ha! No! I can't believe it. No! He's got the 2x monster giant. Oh, 5x monster giant. I should have waited. That's the better version. Monster grid. Monster cube. Dude, who decided to start calling these numbers monsters? This is way too funny. Tethra. Okay, whoever thought it was a good idea to include TH in these long-ass words, they need to be hung from the gallows, executed. Love this. Can you believe it was hard to find eggnog? Like, I almost couldn't find this, but then I found it. Just because it isn't Christmas doesn't mean I can't drink eggnog. Pentacathulope. Pentacathulope. Okay, whoever thought of including Cthulhu, now that guy deserves a raise, because this is fucking hilarious. Wait, Pentacathulo Godgathor. Quadrunculus. Oh, you haven't heard of Quadrunculus? He's the most powerful giant in the land. Gollygog. Oh, Gollygog! I forgot my train set. I left my train set at the Gollygog. Have you ever been to the Gollygog? It's the finest old English show in town. I love the Gollygog. I feel like at some point this is getting heretical. Like, this is getting blasphemous. I can't just say, God's God, Gulugong. At least I can't say that in an irreverent way. I gotta make sure to capitalize that one. Not Colossagog, though. I have no respect for that. Blasphemorgulus? I was just talking about blasphemy. What the fuck? These numbers are all blasphemy. If you believe in this shit, I don't. If you believe this number exists, this number in front of me, I think you're an insane person. I think only conspiracy theorists are watching this part of the video. Incredulous. You got that right. These numbers are crud. Someone called crud TV because Gooba Wamba. That's like my favorite English punk band. Gooba Wamba. Oh great, Tree 3. One tree wasn't enough? How about 3 of them? There we go, that's a real number. Now that's what I call a number that exists. Tree 1. This is simply 1, representing the simplest tree structure. Tree 2. This is 3, representing the number of trees that can be formed before a certain forbidden configuration is reached. Ooh. Tree 3. This number is incomprehensibly large and is defined as the maximum number of finite trees you can create before being forced to use a particular forbidden configuration, but it is orders of magnitude larger than Graham's number. Oh, it's not useful in any practical sense? That's good to know. Should have told me that before I did all this research. Fuck. Wait. Pisslorgulus. Fucking Pisslorgulus. Okay. Who decided it's gonna be called a fucking Pisslorgulus? I feel like people only. Okay, we're getting to the good ones. Okay, you got Dayculus, like My Hero Academia. Oh my gosh. The Whopper. You see, this is really what I made this video for. I just wanted to watch the last 4 minutes of this video, and I decided to watch the rest of it because I guess I don't like having fun. But how could I be mad when I got the Whopper in front of me? The Whopper. Is this product placement? Is this Burger King? Did they sponsor this video? There's like, hey, if you include a big number called the Whopper, we're gonna give you the Whopper amount of Whoppers. It's basically a lifetime supply. Oh my gosh, it's Big Hoss. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit of a story. One time I was just minding my own business and then I accidentally found this video and I was like, okay, big numbers, big whoop, let's look through it. And I just like went to the end as any normal person does because like who watches the start of the video, who watches the middle, just skip to the end, that's the good part. And I just like landed on Big fucking Hoss. And here's my son, Big Hoss. Oh my gosh. It's Big Hoss. At this point, you know this isn't serious. Okay, let's look up Big Hoss in the Googology Wiki because these are serious people. These are serious people. These are mathematicians. Big Hoss. Several Legend 9998 calls this number legal. Well, that's fucking good for him. Lord knows I don't. I'm calling it Big Hoss. I'm not calling it fucking legal. Who is this guy? Several Legend. Oh, he has 788 edits and 0 posts. Hello. That's the only thing here. And the talk page just sent me to Discount Tire. Wait. Okay, no. Several Legend 9998. Since you always ignore our suggestions for following the policy, I'll warn you. You may be blocked from editing without further warning. Okay, wait. I'm just looking at his page, and like half of it is shitting on this guy. Please stop creating unsourced content. I don't want to be blocked, so here's a simple question. Does the etymology part of a number need a source? Thanks. Okay, so unconstructive removal. Please stop your disruptive editing. If you continue to make unconstructive edits, as you did here, you may be blocked from editing. So basically, all I see about this guy is just shitting on him. Oh my gosh. And he has 1,000 edits, and basically all I see from him is under Big Hoss. He calls it legal. That's how I found out about this guy. How many other fucking memes are there on this website where there's just this guy who's basically like, I'm just gonna add whatever I want to this website and I don't give a shit if nobody likes it. This guy is basically just getting bullied for not citing anything. Oh, how much money do you want to bet that he just found Big Hoss and he was like, I'm going to call this number legal? How many times do you think he's used that word? Do you think he talks about it with his family? Do you think that that's something he frequently does? Like, hey, have you guys heard of the legal? I invented this term and it's on the Googology Wiki page, so it must be real. This is great. Honestly, I could do this all day, but we gotta finish this video. If you're a Googology person watching this video, I challenge you, make this make sense. What about this is useful, important, or even fun? What about this deserves to exist? These aren't numbers that are useful in any way. Nobody's going to use a gigotar in their thesis statement. Nobody's going to be like, oh, that's like a tarotar. If you didn't know, that's a trillion C's. And that's capital C, not to be confused with C, the speed of light, of course. What is a capital C? Fuck you, I don't know. Binter. It's a binter. I challenge anyone who's interested in Googology to give me any reason to think this is not just stupid bullshit. Okay, Loader's number. I've actually heard of this one. Largest named computable number. Alright, if it's computable, then surely ChatGPT can do it. Can you compute Loader's number? Oh, it cannot be practically computed or even represented. Way to fucking lie to me, dude. Is Loader's number bigger than tree 4? Let's figure that out. Let's figure out that mystery. Conclusion. Tree 4 is far larger than Loader's number. Wait, in fact, tree 3 itself is already much larger than Loader's number. Is this video fucking lying to me? Okay, can I get a source on this video? Can I get a source that Loader's number is bigger than tree 3? Because ChatGPT seems to disagree. And this video seems to imply that Loader's number is at least 5 minutes bigger than tree 3. Rayo's number. Now, this I've also heard of. Apparently it comes from a competition where they were trying to invent the biggest number for fun. Now, I can get behind that because, like, at least in that context, they're admitting it's bullshit and it's just for fun. It's not actually useful. That's a difference between this and, like, the Googology wiki where there's, like, do you have a source for how big that number is? It's just like, okay. How about I get on the Googology wiki and make up my own fucking big number, and you can't disprove it. I'm going to make up my own notation that's way more effective at reaching a big number than anything you could come up with, and you can't even disprove it because I can invent any massive number and it'll exist because they're an infinite amount of numbers. But anyway, speaking of infinity, I think we're getting to infinity soon. Bigfoot? Okay, wait. Bigfoot is foot to the 10 to, 10 to the 100. Times 10 to the 100. Yeah. So, foot. What is foot? Bigfoot. Foot. Bigfoot. Redirected from foot. Imagine if the actual Wikipedia page for Bigfoot was redirected from foot. Like you looked up foot and it's like, did you mean Bigfoot? It's the counterpart of Rayo's number based on an extended version of the whatever theory. It is considered to be among the largest named numbers. Well, I just invented a new named number. It's Bigfoot plus 1, and it's called Big Penis. Can't disprove that, number freaks. Can't disprove that one, Googology.com, Googology Wiki. Can't disprove that one. That's a real number. It's defined by your stupid number plus 1. How's that for a big number? Okay, Little Bigeddon. And all they have for this is that it's larger than Bigfoot. Okay, we're not even trying to define this using a notation that could exist. Now we're just making shit up. So how about I make up a number called Oblivion? Ah! That's a fucking Elder Scroll. Dude, if you're watching this video, you're smoking your drug and you're watching this video, this is the point where you get a fucking jump scare. He's like, Oblivion? I didn't realize we were going beyond the perception of reality. I didn't realize we were going to be obliterated by simply viewing this number. Oh, but good news, this number has a definition. The largest number defined using no more than a congulus. Oh, no more than a congulus? That's what you meant by that. No more than a congulus. Oh, congulus. Ah, I got you. Oh, congulus? Oh, why didn't you say that? No bigger than a congulus? It's defined using no more than a congulus? Why didn't you say that? You could have told me that before and I would have been like, oh, that's what you meant. A congulus. Whatever. Number defined by a cunnilingus or whatever. Utter oblivion. The largest number defined using no more than an oblivion. Wait, if utter oblivion uses no more than an oblivion, then how is it bigger than an oblivion? Let's just look at Oblivion real quick. Oh, great, Jonathan Bowers again. This guy is basically the godfather of... Wait. Okay, so the guy who's the godfather of Googology and big-ass numbers, apparently, is also known as Hedron Dude, or Jabe. He is an American amateur mathematician, considered the father of modern Googology. So it couldn't even be a good mathematician. It's an amateur mathematician. He's not even the first guy that comes up when you look up Jonathan Bowers. He's number 2. And it's just the Googology Wikipedia. Oh, and this is him. Welcome to my homepage. Oh my gosh. Wait. This was updated in June 30th, 2024. So this guy's still active. And his webpage looks like it was made in 1990. Jonathan Bowers, is this guy famous enough to give a TED Talk? Or is this guy just some dude on the internet who, does this for fun? He was considered to be the world record holder for most Googologisms until he was surpassed by Sabin. Wait, and this is Sabian. And this is his avatar. This is the godfather of numbers. This is the guy who's invented the most Google bullshit. This is the guy who's invented the most large number bullshit. This is him. I feel bad now. Like, all I'm doing is, like, I'm kicking in the door on these kids playing with their big numbers, and I'm like, this doesn't even make sense. What's the point of any of this? You don't need a number for this. This is bullshit. You don't need any of this shit. I'm basically just, like, fucking with these kids. They're having so much fun. Anyways, I think we got sidetracked. Cungulus, Oblivion. Well, I might as well look up Cungulus. Oh, it's intended to have a gaggle entries. And that's the problem. Like, 10 million people have seen this video, and how many of them know that this is pretty much all bullshit that was invented by people in their mom's basement? Okay, thank you, Infinity. Alright, if you're a person who knows anything, then this video should end here, because infinity is the largest number. There's no number bigger than infinity. And despite what this video called Beyond Infinity Number Comparison says, there's no number bigger than infinity. You know what infinity plus 1 is? It's infinity. Infinity. There's no infinity times infinity. There's no infinity squared or cubed. It's just the concept of an unending number. That's what infinity is. So there's basically no point to consider anything beyond this a real thing. Aleph. Oh, Aleph 0. Sorry, I forgot about Aleph 0. That number's infinity plus 1 or something. That's a bigger number than infinity. Oh, sorry, I didn't consider Aleph plus 1 or whatever. Omega. Omega plus 1. They're really doing it. They're really doing my fucking bit. They're stealing my bit, dude. Okay, how about this? Cungulus plus 27. That's my unique number. It's called the butthole. It's called the big old butthole. How's that, fucking Googology freaks? Omega plus 2. Are we really doing this? Are we really doing this? Oh, we're going to do Omega plus 2, and what's next? Omega times 2. Oh my gosh. You might as well do Omega to the power of Omega. Omega squared. They're really doing this. They're really fucking doing this. Omega to the Omega squared. What? You might as well just remake this entire video, but it's like, oh, now it's this times Omega. You might as well just do that at this point. Omega tetrated to the 3. Oh, what's next? Tree Omega? How big is Tree Omega? Let's see what an AI says. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to open a portal to hell and be dragged to the underworld for what I just did. Oh, Tree Omega is so large that it makes even Tree 3 and Tree 4 seem insignificant. Really? I feel like I'm just getting ChatGPT to bullshit on my behalf. Like I should just copy and paste this onto the Googology Wiki. If I just do that enough times, I'll be the new Jonathan Bowers. I'll be the new Saban. I'll be the new guy that made up a bunch of bullshit for fun. First uncountable ordinal. Oh, so infinity was lower than this, and that's apparently not uncountable? Or is this like infinity is not even a number, so this is the first uncountable number? I feel like we got to a number that couldn't be counted even by a computer like a long time ago. But okay. K? Okay, now we're just going into potassium. Absolute infinity. Oh my gosh. You guys realize infinity is already absolute, right? Okay, at least this video's over. Gosh. Alright, guys. Well, If anyone from the Googology wiki is watching this, I think you're a joke. I don't take anything you say seriously on your website. If Jonathan Bowers is watching this, it's cool that you invented new notations, but it's not really like real. None of this is real. None of this could be used to count something that's important or necessary. So, like, what is the point? I would love someone to explain the point, and I would love for someone on the Googology wiki to argue against me going on their wiki, making an alternate account, and posting a bunch of bullshit. I would love to see someone dispute that, and I would love to see what about any of this is useful. Oh, I need a source. Oh, can I source this random guy who's like, oh, I'm an amateur mathematician. This is the most hateful video I've ever created. Just stupid though. Like, this is stupid. Fuck this. Month shirt. What am I doing here? Alright, that's all for this video, guys. See you next time, Inferno Dimension. Next Inferno Dimension video is going to be next month. Let's go. See you later.